Good morning, boys and girls. It's another beautiful day in paradise. I've already knocked down 2 rows, chainsawed down a couple of rows, and just happened to notice something. I think we might have us an eagle's nest up here. Very common to see these eagles along the Wenatchee River, which is right over there on the other side of the highway. Victor grafted 8 rows yesterday, 8.5 rows. I'm not sure, but I was on the saw all day, so I did not get to help him with grafting. He cut and placed every one of them. Each piece of wood gets 2 cuts, and then there's a receiving slot made for each piece of wood. And some of this cherry wood is on the large size, so sometimes those larger signs, S-C-I-O-N, larger signs get 2 or 3 cuts to get them trimmed down and shaped right to fit the receiving slot. So what I'm getting at is he put in about 2,500 grafts yesterday, 2,400 I think, and that's at least 2 cuts per graft, and then a receiving slot 3, and then some of the recuts. So you know, he made about 7,200 pulls of the knife through hardwood yesterday. That's a pretty good day's work. It don't look like it's hard work, but you carry that home in your elbows at night, and it's a decent day's work. So anyway, and the chainsaw is also a challenge out here. When I'm cutting these trees, prepping these trees for grafting, what I'm trying to do here is choose 3 and make a triangle. 1, 2, 3 points. That makes a triangle, and that'll make a nice balanced tree when these shoots begin to grow out. And you see I just removed this one, and if you watch when I'm chainsawing coming up the row, you'll see me sometimes take a limb all the way off, not cut at the length for grafting, but just totally removed, and various reasons for that. Sometimes I want it out of the way so that if there's more than one limb on that tree that's left, see, you can see I left one there, but I cut one out, and that is so that Victor does not have to back up 4 feet from that tree and go around that limb. He can start here and work right around this tree, and you just try to be as efficient as possible, and no wasted moves. So that's part of the reason I cut that extra limb out. Sometimes I cut it for another reason. In this case, this limb would be right next to the graft, and this being a natural union instead of a grafted union, the nutrients will flow through this much easier and quicker, and that's where all the energy would go, and it would tend to bypass the graft due to apical dominance. That's where all the energy goes to the top of the tree. If you look at these trees that have not been pruned, these have, but if you saw one that had not been pruned, you'd see all those suckers up in the top of the tree just really taking off, and then down the bottom of the tree the growth would be much more retarded, much shorter shoots, and just less growth throughout the growing season. So in this case, I want to get rid of that. I don't want to be battling the having all the energy going to that old limb and having it bypass. By cutting that out, you can use this apical dominance in your favor by forcing the energy into the graft, and these things will grow this year. By the end of summer 2013, these little buds will have grown most likely 6 feet tall, some a little shorter, some even more. There's a few weak trees out here down in the bottom of this field, and that's odd because usually your heavy soils are down near the bottom, and I don't know why those trees are weaker down there. I'm going to talk to Dave about that and just ask him that question. But when I'm cutting these trees for grafting, prepping them for grafting, you know, I'm thinking about a lot of things. I'm thinking about this apical dominance issue. I'm thinking about getting that limb out of the way so that Victor can go around the tree and not have to back out and go around that limb. And because every wasted move over 10 hours, it all adds up, and we're just trying to get as efficient as we possibly can. Over the years, that's what we've had to do in order to try to keep a profit in this thing. Just cut out all wasted moves. And another reason for some of these cuts is I'm thinking about, as I pointed out, that triangle, and doing the best we can to get that triangle shape, because I'm thinking about the structure of this tree and how it's going to grow, what it's going to look like, and I can change that. I can alter that quite a bit. A lot of that's up to me when I'm doing that saw work, prepping these trees. And I'm thinking about, is the grower, is he going to grow an open center tree? Is he going to grow a central leader tree? Is he going to grow a steep leader tree? Exactly what's he going to do? And then I can cut these trees and shape them to help him in that endeavor. So just a little bit of boring information about the grafting. This morning I'm going to go ahead and get my saw fueled up and get back at it. We are supposed to have 64 degrees and sunshine today. That's going to be so nice. We're all sick of winter, and it's time for spring to be here. And I'm seeing from the green hills that it looks like it is. I doubt we'll have any more snow, although we do a lot of times we'll have a little snow in March, and even on up into April we'll have a little snowstorm, but it won't stick. So we're on our way. We are well into the grafting season. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate y'all, and we'll talk to you later. If I think I can come up with anything of interest at all, I'll be happy to share it with you. But there's not a whole lot out here. That's about the most interesting thing I've seen all day right there. I guess that's their nest from last year. All right, y'all have a good day. See you later. Bye.